Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
I'm Crystal.
And we are Stitching the Dream. If you don't recognize us,
It's true.
we're the ones who haven't been here in forever.
The whole summer practically.
Right, so today is Wednesday, April 24th.
We practiced this, Lisa.
I know.
Because we didn't know.
I never quite know. So it's been a while. It's been quite a while since we've been here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been that long since we've been together. So she and I have been on opposite schedules.
Yeah. Opposite states.
Between travel and family and sickness and
everything.
Yep.
Yeah. We apologize, but this is our life.
For now.
Yes.
But that's okay, because we're back in town, and
yes.
I think we're kind of together for a little while now.
Absolutely, we are.
Yeah.
We leave for our crockpot crew. We call it a retreat. It's not a retreat. It's a retreat for us.
It's just a girls' weekend.
It's just a girls' long weekend that we get together. And this year, we're going to Michigan City.
Michigan City, Indiana. So we're leaving in 3 weeks. Woo-hoo.
I know.
That'll be nice, because I missed the last crockpot dinner this past weekend because I was enrolled in summer school at the Attic. It was super awesome.
I cannot wait to hear more about it. I mean, just what you've told me is absolutely amazing. And I don't know who you were talking about, because it sure as heck wasn't you.
It was me.
It was her. She was just so brave.
I was brave. I even got the microphone and stood in front of the group and talked about show and tell. I was brave.
Guys, you gotta understand, we're at anything else, and I'm dragging her, kicking and screaming, and she was just like, "You won't believe what I did," and I liked it.
Well, I don't know about that, but it was fun. But mostly, she's dragging me, kicking and screaming, because it's like, let's do karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you.
I did get her to do that with me one year.
Yeah. Oh, yes, she did.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you just got back from Dallas.
I did, spending a month there, and got a new grandbaby. She is adorable. And
how many what number is that for you now?
16.
16. I have 6.
Yeah.
So
I have a few more kids than you do who are popping them out.
Yeah. I think 6 is all I'm getting. And that's just fine.
Yes.
It's a good number.
And they're just so adorable. And we're very fortunate that we both get to take the time to be with them a lot. So that's what retired life looks like.
I'm not retired.
You're not. I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're starting a new business, and it is like booming.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. I don't know if y'all remember, but I started doing framing, and it has been fantastic. I love it. It's the first job I've had in my life where I don't feel like I'm working.
She said, it's like Christmas. Every time things come in the mail,
yeah.
Even though they're not mine, I just get so excited.
I do. And curse you people, because now I want to stitch all these other things that...
It is true. She shows me things and she's like, isn't this gorgeous? Oh my gosh. And I'm like, ooh, that actually looks really good. I wouldn't have picked that up by just seeing the chart, but seeing them stitched. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah. You guys do some beautiful work.
Yeah, you do. You guys, talented group of stitchers.
Very talented.
And thank you everyone who has sent me stuff to frame. And, P.S., while I was at summer school, I got to meet in person some of the people that I framed for over the past few months. And that was super, super special. I love that. I'm like, they'd say their name, and I'm like, oh, you're from that state, and you stitched this piece, and blah, 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 blah. And I was on point. I was rattling them off.
It was nice.
I don't know who you are, but I know what you stitched and where you live.
I tell her every time she gets something in, I'm like, can I come downstairs and look at it? And she's like, yes.
Yes, you can.
Oh, they're just beautiful.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. And the framing that you guys choose, perfect. Yeah. So I get excited about it. And
Me too.
I just get really excited.
So now that I'm back in town, I took a little. I had to take obviously a little break because I was at. Did you know I went to summer school at the attic, and now I'm back. So I'll get back to framing. In case you didn't know, I was at summer school.
You guys are going to hear a lot about her summer school because it was, I mean, just so much to tell and share and everything.
It was better than I could have imagined. Oh, another thing that happened since we last videoed was StitchCon.
Yeah.
So that's how long it's been since
Gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm serious. I was looking back through my notes because I take notes. It's been, I think, 4 months since maybe 5 months since we made a video.
Yeah,
But that's
'cause-
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was, StitchCon was in early June, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was in Dallas during then too.
You were there a lot this year.
I did. I spent a lot of time with my daughter and her family. Yeah.
Yay. But now you're home to spend with me.
Yes. Yes. And I'm so excited.
What do you want to, what should I do first? So I've got all the presents that they gave us at the attic. I've got purchases that I made
Yeah.
at the attic. I've got finishes. I've got starts. I've got whips. Where should we start?
We'll start with some of your stuff because I stitched on 2 things this whole summer and haven't finished either one of them.
Let's do, because this is at the top of the pile of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with what's in here. This is a gift that we all received at summer school. So these are Stitch Folk project bags. Awesome. And
This is such a well-made bag.
it really is.
And I mean, wow.
So the lady's name who makes these is Barry, and she is fantastic. I mean, these bags are absolutely beautiful.
They're
Absolutely
quality bags. Quilted and filled and
So
wow.
So the bag was one present. We got these little gift from Jean is, oh man, dude. These little trays, these collapsible trays.
I have one
You know,
and
they
I
have-
love mine.
Yeah.
Not
But
that big.
Neat. But these are neat because you can put it in your suitcase without crushing it because it opens up. And then we got all kinds of little needle,
Everything.
counting pins and, oops, I dropped something, little buttons and I don't know what these are called. The little rings that you put on your floss.
Mm-hmm.
People wear floss drops with little rings and little needle pads to keep your stuff on, and I mean this people
so much.
super cool
Yes.
things from, and I apologize I'm not listing off who they're all from, but my gosh,
Wow.
there was just so many. And Jean, her theme was pears, so she got us little red pears with needles.
Oh.
I mean, more pins.
I can't wait till you show this.
Oh my gosh, so this is a Kohana needle magnet and sharpener.
It's beautiful.
It's ceramic. It's filled with emery,
Oh my gosh.
and you poke your needle in there to clean it or sharpen it.
Isn't
And
that just beautiful?
I love this.
I do too.
They were all different colors. I chose this one because I like it with my purple.
Yes.
So this
That's beautiful.
this was neat. It came in this little box, Kohana.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can get it without. Maybe you can see it, maybe not. Anyway, that was cool. I dropped my mother of pearl. So we got little mother of pearl pairs.
Yeah.
For thread wrapping, is what she told us they were for. I'll have to play with that. I mean,
Wow.
cool stuff. We got really cool stuff. Then, not only did we get cool stuff from Jean and from other people, but designers made us cool things. We got this chart here from Needle Art by Wendy. Dutch
Isn't
birds.
that pretty?
Little pillow. And we got...
They're Dutch birds.
Is that what it said?
Dutch
They
birds.
did say that. This here, oh my gosh, from Annie B's Folk Art. It's the red pears.
That is just,
And
I love those.
and with the pears, we all got a skein of dinky dye silk. And they had a variety of colors you could choose from. I chose cranberry because it was pretty. Well, they're all pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, what's next, you might ask? We got from Needle Made Designs, there's this chart for the sampler. Oops, I'm sorry. It's called Margaret Campbell. So this is Margaret Campbell.
I love the story you told me about this.
Yeah, the back of it's just really funny reading the description on the back of the chart, because she talks about how this little girl cared nothing for symmetry and nothing, everything's different, nothing's even a mirror image, and the counts are off, and she didn't care. It was
I
just
love
fine.
it where she's like, and there are 7 counts here.
And 3 here, sometimes
and
1.
maybe not the next,
Yeah.
you know.
Margaret Campbell cared nothing for symmetry and consistency. The arcaded pansy bordered isn't centered, none of the pansies match, and not one of them is even a mirror image of itself, let alone the other flowers. I mean, it's just adorable.
It is adorable.
I love what she wrote on
I
the
would
back.
be that little girl.
Yes, you would. So we got Margaret Campbell's sampler, and then from Margaret Campbell's sampler, she pulled out this one motif and made it into a scissor holder, and gave us everything we needed, including the scissors, to make this little scissor holder. I mean, who does that?
That is
Who does
just
that?
so generous.
It's got the scissors, it's got the interfacing, it's got silk, it's got the Campbell plaid ribbon. It's got little clips that.
It even has the wax paper.
It's got the wax freezer paper. It's like, wow, how thoughtful is that? So that was who did I say that was? Needle Made Designs. I mean, that was wonderful.
Yes.
Next, wait, there's more. So this one, what is this one? This is Samplers Remembered, Jane Eleanor Lee. It's the sampler here, and it's the entire
Completely
kit. The entire kit.
Yes.
I mean, look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness.
That's gorgeous.
So that's Jane Eleanor Lee. And they were making a joke because the owner of the attic, her name is Jean Lee.
Aww.
So they're spelled different, but this is Jean and Jane Lee. And then there's more. We got this chart here, which is a box topper to make this button box, and it came with all the buttons and all the fabric, and so it's got a little bag of buttons, it's got the fabric you need, it's got the little bow that goes on top, and the box.
Yep.
So
it's in the shape of a book.
It's in the shape of a book.
even slightly ovaled,
yeah, it's really,
like a real book.
isn't that cool?
That is so cool.
And then she told us how to do the painting and the waxing and the finishing of the box itself. So when it's done, it'll be.
Oh,
I mean, how cute is that?
I know.
How
sweet
cute
is that? That they just kitted it all up for you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one, Gloria from Milady's Needle. She had an antique sampler up there on display, and then she had the small little box next to it. This little motif came from that sampler.
Aww.
And she gave instructions on how to finish it and how to do the nun stitch and how to make the pillow, and she bought us all she gave us all the boxes too. And then she apologized to us. She goes, "I'm so sorry, you know, I had some health issues, so I didn't get the rest of your gift complete, but she's going to send us all the chart for the sampler." And this sampler was stunning. It had swans and sailboats and trees. It was
That's
absolutely
so awesome.
beautiful. And I'm keep checking my email. Come on, Gloria. Just kidding, sort of. So this is Needlework Press. This beautiful, beautiful,
I was just going to say, that's so unique.
Isn't it? In those colors. Check out those colors. How bizarre.
Yeah.
But it's just cool. That's the full kit. So we've got, this has got all the floss, the backing fabric for, to make a, what do you call it when you have the project not a project bag, but it folds up.
The
It
Notions bag?
it kind of trifolds in on itself, and you open it up and you've got all your work stuff.
Yes.
I mean, it was.
Yes.
So anyway, she gave us all this stuff for that, and then if you can see here, there's a little pin cushion on perforated paper that's pulled from here.
Oh.
So, and all the instructions on how to finish that, and all of the materials that we need to finish. I mean, it's like every time you blinked, they were giving you more stuff.
That is so nice.
To the point where I was at one point, was just sitting there in awe with my table, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what the next present is. And as I was saying that, Jean was walking past, and she was like, stopped. You want more presents? You really want more? There are no presents. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. There are no more presents. Come on, what are you talking about? There were more presents.
Oh, God.
Oops, that one goes in here. I missed one.
They may not let you back next year.
I should make you be putting all this stuff away from me. You can be my Vanna.
There may be some things that disappear from your pile if I do it.
Okay, and then the last chart from the last gift from one of the designers was actually the first one we received.
Oh, okay.
It was from Scarlet House. Tanya of the Scarlet House gave us. I think she said she designed this specifically for this retreat, and it's the scarlet berries.
I really like that one.
It's just super sweet.
I really
I should have taken
like
it out of, but oh well, there's not much glare. But look how cute that is. So that one I decided I was going to start.
Was the one that would disappear.
And she gave us the whole kit, the linen, all the floss, everything you need. But because it's 36 count linen, I wanted to use the kit. I wanted to do it as the kit, but I didn't really want a big giant 36 count. So I did mine over one.
Look at that.
I almost called it a penguin. My little peacock and little cat and little bunny.
Look at that. That is just so cute.
And what we realized as I was stitching this is it's shown actual size.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that funny?
That is.
So this was a wonderful gift from the Scarlet House.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's it and that's all the gifts we got. Gosh, it was, there's more stuff. I'm so scattered.
Wow.
So those were our gifts.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, right?
That is so awesome.
And I've been trying to keep it all in my Stitch Folk bag, but I have so much stuff
It's busting out.
It doesn't quite fit, but
oh, and that is so cute of a bag.
And I love that
Yes.
ball on there like that. That is just beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I think this one is me. I'm the blonde one on the end with the wings because I'm an angel. Where the cool kids go to stitch. It's
Yeah,
true.
you're one of the cool kids.
I am a cool kid.
You are a cool kid.
Anyway,
Well,
so that was my gifts and presents and stuff that people gave.
I'll share one thing in between your... Because she has a lot more to share. Not just from the attic, but a lot more to share. She's been busy.
I've got some finishes. I've got new starts. I've got I only have one whip with me because we could go all week.
I told her I'm going to start nicknaming her the cereal starter. But you do finish.
I finish things.
You do finish your
Sometimes.
stuff. Mine just keeps going and going. However, this is a small one, and this is what I brought to Texas because it was small, and I was able to put it in my bag and not have to worry too much about it. It is our friend Hello from Liz Matthews, and I am doing the tree.
Pretty.
This beautiful
That's
tree
called
right here.
Garden side.
Yeah, this is called Garden Side Sampler and Tree. So
it's so pretty.
I am doing this, and I switched a color on the house, and I don't like it the way I stitched it, the color I chose. So I'm gonna frog that and then switch that out to a different color. But here I M. Look at this. Isn't this so cute?
It is very cute.
I mean, I know that you guys can't see the actual, you know how like the colors don't just jump out at you, but these colors are just gorgeous. They're just so pretty. Yes. And so that's what I started, and this is how far I've gotten. I really don't have that much left, but I'm just really excited about that. I love Liz's her samplers and everything. I just love them, and I love how colorful they are, and I just really like them a lot. So that is the one thing. You can share next.
You didn't buy anything, or?
Oh, I have bought some things.
Bought some things. 'Cause the next pack of stuff I was going to show is the things I bought.
Well, but you bought at the attic.
At summer school.
At summer school. Did you guys
Did
catch
you know?
that? Did you know that she went to summer school? We're going to hear that a few more times.
I promise I'll try not to. My very first purchase at the attic, which I loved.
When she was at summer school.
So this picture on this chart does 0 for it. If I saw this, I would have walked right past it. But I saw the model done up on the wall, and it was stunning. And I do birds, so I've got all kinds of bird things around.
Right.
And then I saw this out on a limb by Needlework Press, I believe. This must be the original. This must be the antique, because it's real faded and whatever.
And I think it's the choice of fabric that doesn't make the rest of it pop, because it almost looks blended in and camouflaged.
Right, with that orange fabric. So I bought a piece of 46 count needle and flax Pickwick while I was there, and I thought, oh my gosh, that would be really pretty with all these
Absolutely.
Belsoirs and Glorianas, and of course
I love Gloriana silks.
So this is the color of this chart. Could you hold that for me, please?
Yes, I'm Vanna.
Vanna.
That's right, Vanna. I couldn't do half of what Vanna does.
She's amazing.
She is amazing.
Absolutely amazing. So this is my start on Out on a Limb. And I like this color, and I think it'll look really pretty, those birds on there.
Yes.
So this I stitched in my room, so I didn't take this down to the schoolroom. So this was my nighttime stitching when I was unwinding from being too people-y. It was very people-y for me, and I did well. I really did well, but it was nice just to
And you loved
go back.
every moment of it.
I did. But it was also really nice to unwind in my room quietly.
Because that's how you regenerate.
Yep. So that, and then I bought Emma Sanford, 1867. It's one of those little Bristol samplers. This is by Dutch Treat Designs, presented by Claudia Dutcher. How cute is that? I haven't decided yet if I'm going to stitch this on 56 or if I'm going to stitch it on 40/1. I'm not sure which. I wonder what I'll decide.
I would never know. There's no way.
So this one is
I love this.
Elizabeth Weston, circa 1830, by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. And Nicola from Hands Across, she was there. She wasn't presenting, she was there as an attendee. And it was lovely meeting her. So this sampler,
I just love the colors, the pink and green.
Well, and that's my grandson's name. So
This is true.
I had to buy this. It's maybe I'll change it to his name and
There you go.
But I thought this was lovely. It's good. I didn't realize how big it is, though.
That's huge.
It's a big one.
Even at your ridiculously small counts, that's not going to be small.
Right.
That's going to be a big one.
Another sampler I bought was by the Scarlet House. It's called Marianne Farmer. I loved the flowers. And I loved that there was no alphabet on it.
Oh, that's right.
But look how pretty that is. Yeah, this one caught my eye and caught my wallet too. So then,
I love,
because
I've always wanted this.
yep. So I have two, and I just have never bought it because everybody has done this
Yes.
except me, and I want to.
I want to also.
So I finally got Home for the Holidays by Blackbird,
And you've framed that for people
I
that
have.
it was so gorgeous.
I framed this for a lady in Wisconsin who I met. She was there and I
was
met her. That was
there.
super awesome.
Aww.
Yeah, so I got this.
By the way, I've gotten to see all of your things that you've sent to her. I'm jealous. They are beautiful.
I tell you, this group of stitchers,
Woo!
beautiful group of stitchers.
Yes.
Okay, so this one was a splurge, but
How long are you planning to live?
well, I think I'm gonna live till I'm about 170.
She's gonna have to.
So this is called the Berlin Woolwork Sampler, and there was a model done by Jean up on the wall in the attic, and I could not take my eyes off of it's a bunch of different motifs on this big long thin sampler, but this motif right here,
It's gorgeous.
I could not stop looking at it, and they had to bring me paper towels because I had drool, and they said, "Do not get any closer to the linen because you're a mess."
You do have a drooling
do.
problem.
But I mean, this will probably be a multi-year project, but it was stunning. So
Wow.
it comes in 9 parts. I bought all 9. That was when Mark sent me the text saying, because he gets notified, we get notified if a purchase larger than $100 hits our credit card. So he gets an email, and I get a text from him, and all it said was, "Good thing you brought your big suitcase." Yep. He's the best. And then, because I'm showing you bigger and bigger and bigger as we go, I got this too. It was in their clearance. It was $4, but look how cute it is. And I don't have a whole lot of patriotic.
No.
$4. It was a deal.
That's
Great value. And this guy was on the wall.
Okay.
And his beard is all French knots.
This is all French knots. I looked at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. That's so me. And then she's like, yeah, his beard's all French knots. And I'm like, that's not me.
But what I was thinking is I could do French knots and beads kind of scattered about if I do it.
Still,
But wouldn't that be cute?
it's going to be amazing. I mean, I hope you do it
I do too.
because I really like that.
When I turn 171, I will do that one. And
All French knots.
I know, that would be insane. Then I got a couple of pieces of linen, 56 count.
She's going to
Linen.
make pillowcases out of them because that's how small the count is.
But look at this.
Yeah,
Isn't that cool?
that is beautiful.
And this one has a little bit less modeling in it, but
I even like this one
let's see.
better.
So this is Needle and Flax Thornfield.
I
This
love
one
that.
I think was, okay. This one was Fox and Rabbit Duxbury. And Fox and Rabbit was there. They were at the retreat. So that was
You
really
met
fun.
Everybody.
That was really fun meeting them. They were up from Australia and kind of vacationing and touring around.
Wow.
Apparently they're big Bigfoot fans, big Sasquatch fans, because one of the designers got a whole bunch of Sasquatch paraphernalia and gifted it to them. It was hilarious. Anyway,
We won't tell them that that's not real.
oh, they know. They know. What are they called? The cryptics? Yeah, anyway. And then I also bought... Oh,
All of
I
that
know.
stuff?
No, that's...
Oh.
I bought a bunch of red silks, Glorianas and Tudor silks, and I
She loves that color.
apparently I love this color. I kept going back and getting, I don't know. So if anybody's missing cranberry Gloriana,
She bought
I
them
have
all.
it all. I have all the, I have it all.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, okay, that's all my haul that I'm sharing.
Well, let me show you the second thing I stitched on all summer. I mean, I'm right in there. I'm just glad I have 2 things I stitched on. I barely stitched them, but I did stitch.
Hey.
Okay, if you've seen our, years ago.
The last time we were on.
The last time we were on. You guys are probably need us to introduce ourselves again.
Uh-huh.
I was
That's funny.
stitching on the Cricut collection, Sea to Shining Sea. See how that cute little thing is? Well, not done, people. I know you're like, surely she should be done by now. Nope.
And don't call me Shirley.
And don't call me Shirley. Here I am.
I love this tree.
Yes. Isn't that gorgeous?
Love that tree.
I love the whole thing. Look at this sailboat and the water. Oh my gosh. It's just so adorable. However, you see this nice little cute house? This was the shape of my house that I lived in New Richmond. And I just miss that house so much. When you downsize,
yeah.
you don't know how much you missed what you had before. Well, I miss it. But here's the yucky color. Tell you a story about that one. That it was. So it was this no, that's not it. It was this, muley color. I'm showing Lisa.
And I'm like,
this.
what? I kind of like that color. And she's like, okay.
She's like,
Meaning,
I know.
And that's crystal for, you got rotten taste, Lisa.
She says, so you're telling me that I don't have good taste? And I said, I didn't say that. She was like, oh, in Crystal
Yes, you did.
speak,
Crystal
you said
speak,
that.
You said that. You went,
So what I did, since my house in New Richmond was this beautiful, it was cedar and stone, I
pretty.
changed it to the rich brown rather than
Rather
that.
than the beautiful weather wash.
Pukey color. Looks like something, your cat has a hairball and it comes up that color.
Actually, the cardinal my cat brought home the other day was kind of that color. That was a female.
She wouldn't let it in either.
No.
And it missed her, and that was its present to her, and she didn't receive the present.
Didn't want that present.
So anyway, I just have...
That is beautiful.
I know, I love it. I
That's
just
beautiful.
have the house that goes over here, the other sailboat, and I will do the bottom.
And one more tree.
And one more tree. Yes,
So
I have the truck.
did you decide if you're going to do the little lighthouse back here?
Yeah, now that you've talked me into it, this little lighthouse, I thought, because she called this house a barn. I'm like, it's not a barn. That's my house from New Richmond. Oh, so not only did she call it a barn, she has pukey color sense. So this lighthouse behind here.
You are bad.
So I am going to do the lighthouse. So, I mean, come on. Doesn't this look so much better, people?
It's beautiful.
I mean,
I
it's
love it
rich.
I love it in the rich browns.
That's right. I'm done. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
I do have haul, but I'll save that for
I
another
have
time.
One whip.
Yes, you do. And it's a beautiful one.
It is. And I think I have a picture of where it was the last time I showed this, and I'll insert that somewhere.
Yeah.
But I got a lot done on Andale.
Wow.
Hold on, please. Okay, so here is Andale on 56 count.
Wow.
Pretty much as called for with, I think it's NPI.
That is
I think they're
gorgeous.
Look at this.
That is so beautiful.
And I tell you,
I love everything about it.
Doing this grass, yawn. But once I got past the grass and started getting up into those flowers and those trees and the birds, I love this. I brought this with me for show and tell at the retreat, and Jean, who apparently tries to get everybody to switch to 56, but she told me that when she tells people they should do 56, they usually go, I didn't. She told me to do 56, and I was like, well, actually, Jean, I do. And she's like, oh, you are my people. You are my people. So she made me show that one for show and tell, and it was a lot of fun.
It's beautiful.
So I'm gonna, if I'm fortunate enough to go again next year, I'm gonna try to have that done.
Oh,
I think I can do it in
wow.
a year because it's 30% now.
And you're excited about it. And you like it.
For now.
This
You know how
is
I
true.
go. You know how I roll.
I know.
I will do my best
Yeah.
until
All
the
right.
next shiny thing shows up.
Okay, now, I
Yes.
would love for you to tell the people what you did at Show and Tell.
I said a bad word. I swore in the microphone.
Okay, this is why we can't bring her. This is why we don't give her a microphone.
I was on the microphone and I was telling about my projects and I just did. it was fun. But I brought, oh, you can't see it. Above my blackbird, let me tip. So
Oh, yes, you brought
that one up there in the middle there,
the
Noelle.
Grecian urn. Oh,
Noelle Corbineau. No, it's Reflet de Soie. Noelle Corbineau. And they were like, well, that's French. You should say it in French. I'm like, Noelle Corbineau. That's Italian. Damn it. Let me try it again. So I tried to say it again, and it still came out sounding Italian. Anyway, so that kind of didn't work out so well. And then, I showed Ann Dale. And then as I was going to sit down, some of the people around me were like, show us your box, show them your box, which is something that I'd finished and I had at my table. So I picked up the box and I brought it up.
you guys.
And I
She's
showed
amazing.
it to, anyway, so I held up, it's my Mary Barton's, which I think I showed when I finished it, but I actually fully finished it now, into a sewing box with little dividers.
All
and
the compartments.
And it's got metal up here so the magnets stick, and it's got the clasp so that it closes, and I put this little ribbon so that it stays open. People are like, well, why'd you put the bird upside down? It's like, well, when I open it, I want it the right way,
So y'all can see.
So I was telling about the box, and, and I looked over at Jean, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say this. The reason I made this box was because when I found out I was accepted into summer school, I got my name in there first, I wanted cool shit on my table. So I made cool shit to sit on the table. And you all have to admit, even if you only admit it to yourself,
That's right.
everybody goes to these things and you want to have something really cool so that people will say, hey, that's really cool.
That's right.
And I never do, because I'm that last minute guy who never finishes anything in time, and I'm scrambling just to get snacks together.
Yeah.
But this time I wanted to have the cool shit, and I said that in the microphone, and everybody laughs
Because they all know.
And
You want to be the person that comes to your table and people are like, oh, look at this.
Right?
Can I see this?
And it was super easy to make. If anybody wants to know what I did, just put it in the comments, and I will let you know how I did it. But the funny thing is, as soon as I said into the microphone, we all wanted cool shit, Jean just walks up to me, grabs my face, and kisses me on the cheek. I got kissed.
That's right.
Nobody else at Show and Tell got kissed.
Because you're her people.
I'm her people.
That's right.
It was pretty funny. And
Aww.
And as Crystal will attest, I do not get in front of people. I do not get on a microphone. I almost didn't
my
even go up
gosh.
for Show and Tell.
I mean, she was just talking to me and telling me all these things she did, and I'm like, okay, I know you as that person because we've been friends forever, but you are not that person in most retreats. You're the one sitting at your table stitching, you look up, sit at your table stitching. Every once in a while she'll get up and walk around, but she's right back at that table stitching.
It was fun.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I know that she really, really enjoyed herself
I
from telling me those stories, and just the people she met and how excited she was and how much she just really enjoyed. You really
was
enjoyed
fun. It was
all
fun.
of those people.
Well, and I kept one other little funny thing that I thought was funny. You might not, but I was telling some of the people how the ladies of the Crockpot crew might have been a little worried about me going off to school by myself without them with me, and
It's like we're putting her on the bus for the first time.
Yeah, and I told them, I said, I think they're worried about me because they don't think I know how to talk to people, but what they don't realize is I'm like my youngest grandson, who's got the 3 older siblings who do everything, who do all the talking for him, and they get him everything he needs, and he doesn't have to do anything because they do for him. Well, I'm kind of like Zuko of the Crockpot crew, because I don't need to talk. You guys all talk for me. And it's not that I don't know how to. I don't need to. Yep. But, so anyway, I had to do my own talking at this one, and yes. I did good.
Yes, you were very good.
I did good.
We had great reviews when she came back. She was able to tell us in detail. She didn't forget any of your names. You didn't. You were talking about all of them. It was great. And Jean, you made her retreat.
You did. Well, I think she made everybody's retreat, because what an amazing retreat. Oh my gosh. Okay,
she's like, you are the Betty White of cross stitch.
Oh my gosh, she's just a spunky little thing. Oh, adore her. I adore her.
Well, show us what you finished.
So I didn't pull that one out. Oh well.
You'll have something to share next time.
I'll share something next time. So up on this wall here, right up here is 2 skinny dogs. I was stitching on that for the longest time, and I should have taken it down, and you told me to, and I did. I never listen.
No.
Not only do I not talk, I don't listen. But anyway.
And I'm always right.
Sure. True. So 2 skinny dogs is done and framed, and I'm way out of
we're just good. Whatever.
It's all good. I also have the visitor done by Blackberry Rabbit.
This is beautiful.
And finished and framed.
Her own framing, of course.
Framed by L&M Framing.
Woo-woo.
But check this out. I have these little project cards that I put in each of my things, and then when boy, the glare. Anyway, I put that on the back and has all the information that anybody could want.
And she's reading them all off to you like she remembers them by heart.
So this is a 46 count white linen that I coffee dyed, used the called for, but except for color and cotton instead of Summer Meadow. But otherwise, it's exactly as called for. I started this in July of 2000. No, I finished this in July. Even with
She's got it written down, people. She can quote it verbatim if she could read it.
I do better without notes. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Apparently she needs to go back to summer school to learn to read.
I do. We gotta learn me some reading.
This is just beautiful. I love it.
This is Blackbird Designs, what's it called? The Last Rose of Summer.
Wow.
So this one I've had, oh man, I just love this. But you can see I finished it in a little oval that goes on this little shaker box.
Isn't that beautiful?
So I still need to get some kind of something to go around the outside, but
hopefully not much to take away from it.
No. I'm thinking like, I don't know, twine,
a little braided something.
But isn't that pretty?
Gosh, it's beautiful.
Love this.
So beautiful.
Yeah, this one I had in mind for the longest time.
Yes, because you've had that shaker box for a while.
Yeah, because I bought it when I was driving to Minnesota one visit home. I stopped in Madison, Wisconsin, and I went to a little cross-stitch shop called, I think it was called Lynn's, and they had them there, and I knew that was going to be perfect.
It is perfect.
Then my last fully finish is Quel Tanto di Magia, which is my little Renato Parolin Christmas
guys,
things.
That is stitched perfectly. It looks part of the frame.
Yeah, so I actually had it done, and then I decided I wanted to do more, so I took it out of a different frame, and I stitched these panes here between.
And they've made it.
And then
they finished it.
And then another lady had this molding for a full coverage picture that she had done that I framed for her. And when I saw that molding, I thought, I'm using that instead of the one I already have.
Yes.
And I love it.
It's amazing and beautiful.
Love how this looks.
I have always loved this piece when you stitched it. and to see how you finished it is just superb.
This
it's beautiful.
I think these here
make it. Yes, it does.
They do.
It almost looked like it didn't have its clothes on without it.
We don't want naked birds.
No. It is beautiful.
Are
we done?
Well, as far as showing, that's all I have.
Okay, so.
Uh-oh, there's more.
I want Lisa to share one thing so that you guys.
Oh no.
We're gonna go out with a laugh because
boy.
I almost peed my pants when she told me. While she was on the airplane, she fell asleep.
So, I was so excited.
And it was
I was so excited. Hold on. I was so excited about leaving in the morning to go to Phoenix, to go to this retreat.
I'm dying. I am again.
I was so excited the whole night before that. I could not sleep. I was up most of the night, because you know how you get. You're worrying, am I going to oversleep? Am I going to miss my flight? Am I going to forget, all these things. So I got up in the morning. I was already tired. Mark takes me to the airport. I get on the plane and I had a layover in Salt Lake City and this flight, I think it was the second leg of the flight. I was tired and I was trying to knit and I just wasn't feeling it. And this flight, there's people, it was full.
All the seats were full.
There was not an empty seat. So I thought, I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to close my eyes and just kind of doze and then I'll get to Phoenix and I'll be fine. So I'm feeling myself dozing and I'm like, okay, this is good. You're actually going to doze. And then I remembered somebody putting food into my mouth. And I woke up going,
I wish I was the lady sitting next to her.
In my dream, somebody was feeding me and I woke up and I'm like,
I died because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can see her going for it.
Yeah, that was on my way there.
These people sitting next to her, I hope you were the person sitting next to her.
If you
watching her put her chin out.
If you were the lady next to me, comment down to the bottom of this video.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I died. I died when she's telling me this. I'm like, because I'm a very vivid dreamer. And you wake up doing some of the most stupid things because you think that your dream is in real life. And she just, you guys don't get it. She sleeps like this at night. And for that to happen, I was dying. Oh my gosh, I was dying.
Anyway.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
We had fun.
It's been a long time, but it's good to get back in touch.
It is.
We haven't been back in touch you've been gone a month and before you left I was anyway. So
I think we've seen each other.
It's not that we're ignoring you.
We're not.
We haven't seen each other.
I think we've seen each other maybe 3 times the whole summer.
Yeah.
And not for very long.
Right. Today we had all day together.
Yes.
We went to lunch.
So good.
We hung out around the house. We went through all this stuff. Went to lunch.
We've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then she told me that story on the way back from the Mexican restaurant. And I'm driving and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't lose it. I hope you guys found as much fun out of it as I did.
It was funny. Anyway.
Thank you.
We will be. Thank you guys for sticking with us.
Absolutely.
And it's hard to stick with people who are so sporadic.
Yes.
And but thank you.
Some of you guys, you may hear it from somebody else that, oh, by the way, did you hear that they're making videos? They haven't stopped. We haven't.
We just took a little hiatus. Anyway, but we're here, and it's really good to be here. So.
Thank you, guys.
Anyway, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Crystal.
We're stitching the dream.
I'm so glad. Yeah, that is